Hello my friends and welcome back to David Media channel. We have completed the cart function in the last video, and in this video we're gonna implement the ordering and payment for our e-commerce websites. Okay, let's get started. I go back to my code editor and navigate to the model folder in the backend and open order.js file. We're gonna define the schema for order model. We create cons order schema. We set it with mongoose schema, and we have the field customer ID. The type is mongoose schema types object ID. Reference from customer table, and require is true. Then we got other details, and it would be an object with the type is order detail schema, and then order date. The type is date, and the default value is date now. We got the current date, and we also have total amount. The type is number. And finally is the payment ID. The type is string. And then we will create a model for order. We set it with mongoose dot model, and we name it order, and we bring the order schema here. Finally, we export order model. Let's save the file. And the next step for payment processing, we need to set up Stripe account. So we need to open the web browser and we look for Stripe. Okay, click on stripe.com, and in here you need to create your Stripe account. I already got my Stripe account, and after you log in, just click on dashboard, and then we open the developer menu. In the left sidebar, click on API key, and we display the secret key. I click to copy the secret key and open my code editor. And then in the env file, we store the Stripe secret key here. We paste the key and save the file. Then open the terminal. We're gonna install the Stripe package. Let's type npm install Stripe. And then in the route folder, we create a new file named order routes. We need to bring the express, require express, and then we bring the router from Express router. And then we ring Stripe, require Stripe, and we paste the Stripe secret key here. Process.env.stripe S key, and then we bring order model from model order. We also bring card from models card. And finally, we need to bring the authentication middleware from middleware of. And I need to open the card route, and let's copy this populate. I just paste here, and we will rename it to order details. We will use it later. And then we go router.post. We name the endpoint checkout. We paste the authentication middleware. Do that request and respond. We will find in the card collection by customer ID from request customer ID, and then we execute define async function. This taking data and error. If error, we will return response status 400, then .json status false and error. Otherwise, we will get the token from request body token. And then we also get the total amount from the body. And now we will process the payment using Stripe. I create contract and await Stripe.charges .create. We will paste the amount, and we will set it by total amount multiply 100. The currency is USD, and the description, we type any payment for product, and we got a source token.id. And next we create the order data. We have customer ID from data.customer ID, order details, data.card details, and then payment ID, charge.id, order date, new date, and finally is the total amount. Next, we will create the order record, new order model, and we put the order data here. Then we save the order. It's also async function, taking error and data. If error, we will return error. Otherwise, if we create order successfully, we will delete the customer card. We use delete one customer ID. We request customer ID and we return response status 200 JSON. Status is true. Message: order has been created successfully. And finally is the data object. Okay, that's it for the checkout endpoint. And next we're gonna create an endpoint to get the order history. Sorry, this one right here should be customer ID, no underscore. Yep, we're back to this endpoint and we paste the middleware for authorization. And then we have request and response. In the order table, we find data by customer ID from request customer ID, and then we sort our data by order date descendant. We populate and then execute. We have error in data. If error, we return error. Otherwise, we will return data. Yes, customer order history successfully. And finally, we export the router. I format the code and save the file. And next, I open the index.js file. We need to register the order routes. So I will name it here to order. I save the file and we need to install the Stripe package for React. We navigate to client folder and run npm install React Stripe checkout. Let's close on this file and Open the types.js file in the actions folder. We're gonna create another two types. We have checkout, and then we have get order history. Let's save it and create another file, order actions. I import ACS from ACS. We also import view dispatch from React Redux and import checkout and get order history from types, and then export default function, use orders. Let's open the action file and we copy the token and config. And then we copy dispatch and this add to cart function. We paste here and I rename it to checkout. We receive data and then we put it in the body, and then we got the result from the API. After that, I will change it to checkout, and then we need to change it to orders. And let's copy this action and we rename it to get order history. The endpoint is order history. We don't need the data. And the types here is get order history. Change post method to get method. And then we need to dispatch right here. I change it to dispatch. Finally, we return checkout and get order history. I save the file and open the action. We import clear cart item from type, and we need to define the action to clear the cart item in the Redux store. Con clear cart. And we just need to dispatch the type is clear cart item, and then we return it. Let's save the file and we go to the reducer folder. Let's create order reducer. We need to import checkout and get order history from action type. We got the initial state. Order is known. Order histories also known. Then order reducer. The state is the initial state, and then we have action. We use switch case statement for the action type. If the case is checkout, we return order is action payload data. And for the case is get order history, we will return order history from the action payload data. And for the default, we return the state. And finally, we export default order reducer. This one right here, we have an error because we put the row here. So let's remove it and save the file. Next, we need to register the order reducer. So we got order reducer from order reducer. And the state would be order reducer. I save it. And then we open the code reducer. We need to set the state for the clear cut action. So the type here is clear cut item. If the type is clear cut item, we will set the cut item into an empty array. Let's say this file and open the code.js file in container folder. In here, we will import another icon from undesigned icon. $outline. And then we import parent from undesigned. We also import somebody from nodejs, and then we import stripe checkout from React stripe checkout. We also import use orders from order actions. After that, checkout from use order. Then we also bring the authentication information. We use selector and customer state .auth, and then scrolling down. In here, I will create render checkout function. We list the total amount. We set it by sum by type items, and then we will sum by item amount. If cut items dot length
greater than 0, we will return total amount and then we bring the Stripe checkout here. The name is payment. Email from off data email. Description payment for products. Amount total multiply 100 and then token handle payout. We got token and the it receive token and total amount. And then we have Stripe key. We will put the public key from Stripe. Click here to copy the publishable key and paste here. Then we add a button. Type is primary. Icon dollar outline. Checkout. And then we place the render checkout here. We need to define the handle checkout function. Const handle checkout. It's taking token and total amount. We will use dispatch action checkout. Place the token and total here. Then respond. If respond payload status, we will clear the code. Otherwise, we will show the error message. We need to include the clear code action in the use case. And now let's save the file and open the web browser. I will add one more item and go to the cart page. So we got the total amount $60 and I click on checkout. We got the email here and I just need to input the card number This is the test card number. So we can put any expire date. Click on pay. So we have ordered successfully.
In the next video, we will implement the order history page. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.